Alright, my informative speech will be about drywall. According to drywallhowto.com, you can save thousands of dollars if you learn how to install it yourself. And I have been working with drywall for the past 4 years, and I can tell it's pretty simple and it pays good. With my speech, you will learn about drywall and how to install it. My three main points where I will talk about what it's used for, what it is, and finally how to install it. Alright, so this is drywall. There's separate sheets. The whole thing together. And it's also known as sheetrock. It's like a brand. There's different brands. And an article published by howstuffworks.com, it explains that sheetrock or drywall is made out of gypsum, which is a mineral. And basically they go out and they mine it, they extract it, and then they mix it with other additives and water, and it forms like a paste, a mud, and then you just lay it on top of long manila paper, and then put another one on top, and put it in the oven, and then you heat it, and that's what you get, like a strong bowl. Before drywall, these walls, before 1940, everything was made out of plaster, which was they had like little pieces of wood along the walls, and they just basically threw wood, just like a compound mix into it, and they just smoothed it out. And people liked it better because with drywall, it's like hollow, and with plaster, it was tough, it was hard. So in drywall, like you can like punch it and you'll make a hole. But if you punch the other thing, if you punch it, you'll probably break your hand. That is drywall, according to Drywall 101.com, says that it was invented in 1916, but not a lot of people used it because they thought it was just like gonna go away. Because everybody used the plaster, and nobody really liked it because it was hollow. And eventually, people started using it because it was more cost effective. After a while, since it had to do a lot of work with plaster, it cost about $5 a square foot to plaster a wall, and like $1.50 for that's plaster. And this is the little sheets of wood. These are the little sheets of wood, and you just put that on there and smoothing it out. And that's how they used to make the walls before. So this is what it's used for. People frame. Well, you have construction workers. There's like different types. There's framers. There's the people who put up the drywall. There's painters. That's everything used to make a house. So basically, you have an empty like pure studs, and what comes here is a drywall. You just put the sheets one on top of the other, and just screw them in, and that's how you make it. There are different sizes. The most common one is this is a half inch, 3/8, half inch, 3/8, 1/4, and 5/8. It depends on the thickness. They come in different sizes. Most people use like 3/8, but in other like bigger constructions, they use 5/8, which is really heavy, which I need somebody else to help me carry, because they usually come on 8 feet by 4, and they're really heavy. And then finally, I'll talk about the install. Alright, so these are the studs. So you start off at a corner. This would be the first corner, and you put it in. It touches the bottom of the floor, and then you just put it in and you screw it in along the studs. And then the next one would come on top, but not directly on top, and just a little bit to the left. And remember, you're gonna have to cut like a piece from this side, and you're gonna share the piece that you cut for here, and it's gonna go back up here, so everything fits together. And basically, when you're installing it, you have to make sure that the studs are placed every 16 inches, because you have to have the drywall end in between one of the studs. So when you put the other stud, you can screw both of them in on the same stud. And that's how it looks when you screw it in. And that's, you're screwing it in, and they start off from the corner. Right. When you're doing the first one, and you can do it by yourself, but usually it's a two-person job, because you need to carry the one on top, and if it's 5/8, it's really heavy, so you can't really do it yourself. And also, when you're doing the seating, it's harder. You're doing it by yourself. Well, alright. Once you have it all in, you have to tape it. You put the tape on it on the where you're gonna like join it together, and then you put the mud on it, which is the compound, and you just lay it on there and set it flat, make it straight. And then that's the end result. You have like all these marks here, and that's supposed to look. And then after that, it's just ready for paint. Alright, and that's how you set up drywall. On my speech, you learned what drywall is, a little history, and how to put it up. And hopefully you learned how to install it, but if you didn't, like, you can give me a call and I'll take your money.